Hey you, welcome to my channel. I'm Cammielle and I'm gonna take you along during my little week I was not expecting to come into the store, but when I went into the store, I'm asking myself, what do you need? And I'm like, okay, I may need some gel or like a cream to lock in my curls and make them look defined. So I went to my Old Faithful Shea Moisture. I saw this styling gel, and I also looked at the ingredients to make sure there was no protein, but I don't think it was up to my liking, but I still had it on I kept it. And then I went to the souffle from a Curl Enhancing, but this container made it look like Jell-O because it was completely intact, and I heard that their ingredients have changed. When I looked at another option of the same thing, it was more to what I remember, but a little bit more runny, and $15.19. So that was a big splurge. I check out their low and high porosity products because I thought that I was low porosity. I also checked out Carol's, and then I looked at the little grease options below because I saw a video on that and how it's good for your hair to moisturize it pretty well, but I'm like, I don't know. But it is winter and you should be hydrating your hair during the winter. It's not winter completely yet, but it's getting cold, so winter is coming. Now I look at these small versions of gel, wondering if I need it, because I'm looking at all their oils that they have within it, and majority of them were saying that they're good for all hair types, which is nice. But I'm asking myself, you do have some gel at home, why do you need this? And I am going to purchase that souffle from Shea Moisture, so why take this gel? I don't know. So I just looked, and then I think I left because it reminded me of protein, because sometimes gel can have strengthening products in them, and then you forget that you're adding too much of that in your hair. And because too much protein can make your hair stiff and like hay that you feed to your animals. So you know that you have added too much of your protein when it's like that. But I was also on a mission to find that Cantu gel and cream duo, but it was not here, nor was that brand there. So that was a bit of a struggle to not find that, because I loved it. It was amazing. That's why I saved it throughout that year that I was gifted it, because it was so good, and I used it on special occasions, or I feel like I want to wear it, so that's when I would wear it, use it. Look through this aisle, it seemed like it was more toward wig stuff and edges that I'm not used to. I checked out some hair displays. There were dreads nearby here, and then looked at all the other variety of colors down this aisle because it was closest to the cashier. So then I went around the cashier area and casually walked upon this what's it called? You wrap your hair in it when you go to bed. And I saw one that's for jumbo hair, which my hair is getting long. It's waist long when it's dry. And I thought, grab one. So I saw the bluest one I saw, and I thought, why not? It's a wide edge, which I think isn't good, because sometimes when I wake up, it can be completely off with a different wrap that I have. And then I considered, since this item is nearly $10, I need to put back one of the Shea Moisture products. So I put back the styling gel that you see here, because it's more toward those who are doing a pullback type of items, because I don't necessarily pull my hair in a bun too tightly, because it's not good to do that anyway, even though So I go to the cashier, she scans it, I get my stuff. I also browse around in that area, because they also had some makeup in the front that you could purchase. So I was looking at that, but I was trying not to reach for them because you shouldn't. So anyway, I left with those 2 items to then go to where I needed to go. Food. A long brisk walk to this little area that's used to be a museum of art. Now it's a clothing store. This clothing store has been in this area for a while, but it just moved to a bigger building space. And this is where I'm going to get some spaghetti and lasagna. So this is the place. Yeah. Here's the register. And I approached to
Cammielle.
DoorDash. Or for you?
Me.
Last name?
Wiley.
As fast as you want. Super not right there. I'll let you pay.
I get caught.
Just ask for your report.
Huh?
Are you doing this?
Huh?
Are you doing this for your report?
Not you.
Oh, okay. I'll bring your food right over here.
Okay, thank you.
So that was a little bit of an embarrassment for him to know that I was recording, not him, but the journey. I try not to show people's faces because I don't want to, but look, he's a left-handed person, which I tend to show praise and like because I am also left-handed. Now, we do our little walk all the way back to my car after purchasing hair products, food for a good lunch. Ooh, I also ordered some cheese garlic bread, and I'm gonna devour that later. Yeah. So we approach my car. You see the store that I went into, and we put the stuff in the car and we start the car, and I leave. To the next day where I need lunch, and I go to Luke's. Yeah. Italian beef and sausage sandwiches, but I don't order that. I order a hamburger, 1/3 pound hamburger, delicioso, I tell you, delicious. Did I say that correctly? Delicioso. IDK. Anywho, this is the little Chicago look, representation, little picture, all that jazz. Their fries, their yumminess hot dogs. Yeah. I had to wait. I feel like it was right at the end of a lunch shift, or they were slowly coming in late for their lunch, I think. But yeah, here's the little area where I waited for the food and all that jazz. Then I walk over to the hospital for an appointment, only to need a drink because I did not get a drink. And this drink was going to be for $1, so why not? But this first one that I purchased with a $5 bill was $2.50, I believe. $2.50 for that drink. Then I also got a cherry Coke, and then my Old Faithful, a Sprite. Yeah. Sprite was my first soda I've ever tried because it was closest to looking like water. So that is why I drank it. Anywho, I waited a little bit so I can have a little tiny snack or dessert with this strawberry Pop-Tarts. Frosted strawberry Pop-Tarts with my soda. A weird combination, but I like it. Have a little sip, and then now you're gonna have a little show of where I'm waiting a little bit, and a little foot show in a few seconds right here. Yeah, because I got bored and I wanted to try something out. Anywho, that is it. Now I'm just gonna go to a movie, which is at a Harkins Theater, Camel View place. They do these little displays of movies coming up, but I'm going to be in theater 1, and then they show off the little Wakanda Forever preview, dedication, promotion on this linear vertical screen. This is the theater I am going to be in, nice and dark. They display the screen of what we're watching. Yeah, and all that jazz. This movie is about that Weinstein lawsuit or news. Now I'm going to show you what the souffle looks like, because I did put it in my hair. I was also checking out how eczema my thumb was, but it looks good. It was more on the translucent side than a runny gel like, and it felt more on the oily side as well. But I kind of wanted this over that putty jello look of a container that I first saw. And here's what it looks like on me. What do you think? It's like a parachute for my hair. But I had like an irritation. I had like a scratch fest during the movie, and I went too heavy-handed. I also had to go donate plasma, so that meant I had to go to the medical so they can make sure I don't use that arm when I donate. So then after that donation I went to a beauty store, skincare beauty store, to purchase some lucky mystery bags. There was a variety of stuff within the bag that I did not know. That's why it's called a mystery bag. So I purchased both just cause, you never know. And then I also asked if there was any SPF chapstick I could get, but it wasn't available. They were all picked out. So I just sufficed with the 2 bags, and I got those before I tell you, a group of women started to come into the store, possibly to purchase what I just purchased. So I quickly, not too fast, walked to my car before they had the attempt to try to can I purchase at least one, but I didn't know. Anywho, I go home to try this, I forgot what it's called, but it's these 2 noodles together, and you also cook some steak. So I thought, why not? That's an easy fix, easy thing to do. But I think I overcooked the noodles, and since I'm not too used to hot stuff, not at all used to it, but I did marinate the chicken, yet I didn't season it when I cooked it with this Korean barbecue. I forgot. I'm so sorry. Trial and error. Maybe it'll be better next time I make it. Anywho, I only used the smallest amount of one of the packets, which is pretty spicy. I used one half a teaspoon of this into the mixture. I had to wait a little bit longer for the meat to cook, but the noodles had to wait. They might have gotten a little soggy, but that was it. Like and subscribe, and as always, embrace joy.